Hey, it's Jeff Wade here at stockideas.org, and today I want to do another quick finance and investing book review for you. And today we're looking at The Intuitive Investor by Jason Apollo Voss, a radical guide for manifesting wealth. So this book originally came on my radar because Jason Voss, the author, writes pretty regularly for the CFA blog, Enterprising Investor. So I first came across his writings there. I found his approach to be interesting, and from there I kind of did some research and found his book and ended up making the purchase. So should you do the same? Well, this book is pretty fascinating. It's a lot different from most of the investing and trading books I review, and that's because this book is almost entirely focused on using your right brain for investing. So a lot of investment analysis, is obviously very analytical, very in-depth, hard fact-based, math-based. There's no shortage of that in the investment industry. So I found this book to kind of offer a fresh perspective because it's looking at how you can use creativity and intuition to manifest wealth and drive returns. Don't get me wrong, I would be skeptical of this, except for that Jason Voss is pretty highly credentialed. He retired, before he was 35 years old, after managing a mutual fund for I think about 10 years. It outperformed the S&P 500 and its benchmarks throughout that whole time. I believe he's a CFA, chartered CFA as well. So definitely a really capable investment analyst. So it was interesting to hear him saying, take a different approach, and here's how you can use creativity to really explore your edge. And that's really what this book is about. It lays out a number of frameworks for thinking. There's a lot of really interesting thought exercises and kind of activities throughout. I think I'll probably reread this book and do a little bit more of the sort of action items and exercises a little bit more actively. I guess my only complaint would be, since I was mostly reading it while commuting, it was a little bit harder to follow along in that sense, but that's really on me. I still definitely got a lot out of this book. Again, it's just very different from anything else. Kind of follows that intelligent investor format in terms of title. So I was expecting something a little bit more fundamental in nature, but I was really pleasantly surprised. This is really a fresh take. I know there's going to be people out there who are going to say, this book is silly, it's nonsense, but I really would encourage you to kind of put your skepticism aside and check out The Intuitive Investor. I think if you're willing to give the exercises in the book a fair shot, I don't think there's any risk to that. I think there's only upside, and it is worth, at least for me, it's been worth incorporating some of these ideas into my analysis. I mean, even some of the just like thinking models and tools that he advocates for getting the most out of your sort of creative brain, for helping you frame problems, frame decision making. I think those models, which make up sort of the first half of the book, are really interesting. And then the second half of the book, or sort of maybe final third of the book, jumps a little bit more into sort of practical, right down to how to meditate on an investment problem. So again, this is radically different from a lot of the other finance books out there, and I think that makes it definitely a compelling read. And if you're curious, it could just be the right book for you. So if you want a little more information, just hit the link below this video. That'll take you through to stockideas.org. From there, you can read a much more in-depth book review, click through to the comments on Amazon and see what they're saying there, and maybe pick up a copy for yourself if you think this is interesting. So thanks very much for watching. I'll be back at you soon, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more book reviews. Thanks very much.